Well, he's caught up in the early melee, wasn't he, on lap 1 that dropped him outside the top 10. Then he was involved in that incident with an air Bastianini when he was struggling on the lap that he eventually pulled out of the Grand Prix. He had to run off the circuit at turn 3 and cost him a whole bunch of time as well. Now then, Jorge Martin, look how much time and meat he gobbles up on Quartararo on the brakes going in to turn 1.
Quartararo's in that Italian sandwich again, isn't he, that he talked about on Friday.
Look at this, great move. Oh, brilliant by Fabio Quartararo. You can see that coming a mile off. He set it up going into the chicane. Is he going to get outgunned on the climb up towards turn 3? No, he's not. Miller tries to hold on to third place. Unbelievably close action here in MotoGP. Fabio Quartararo now puts the factory Yamaha into second place. Miller third, Martin fourth. What a ride by the world champ. Yellow flags are out in sectors 1 and 2. Somebody's gone down the chicane.
Talk about the move of a world champion. That was opportunism from Quartararo. We didn't have that down as a potential overtaking spot, but what a move that was from Quartararo. And then he really had to brake as late as he dared into the turn 3. His teammate is the man who brought those yellow flags out, so contrasting fortunes at the chicane for the two factory Yamaha riders, but Quartararo had to really get his elbows out into turn 3 as well to hold off both Martin and Zarco with some clear track ahead of him now. This is a big lap. Can Quartararo break clear so the Ducatis cannot pass him down the straight?
Fabio Quartararo has had some memorable moments in his MotoGP career, and he's 11-time Premier Class winner. This will feel like a 12th though, won't it, if he takes second place in this gaggle of Ducatis. This is one of the best rides of his entire Grand Prix career. Sensational stuff from Quartararo. He has gapped Miller and Martin to make sure he's not vulnerable as they power out of the first corner. Crucially, they weren't close enough to get him on the brakes up the hill into the first corner. Alex Rins then, what can he do to maybe take more points away from Aleix Espargaro, who's having some issues? Yeah, Zarco got through as well. Fabio Quartararo using the corner speed and the agility of the Yamaha through the chicane. Just look at the time he's already put on the two Ducatis behind him. What a 20-point haul this will be for the factory Yamaha man. 2.5 laps to go here in Austria. It's Bagnaia, 1.5 seconds clear at the front.
Rins getting in hot there as he was up behind Aleix Espargaro. Rins goes off into turn 3. They're all battling now, struggling for grip and struggling for brakes as Rins goes in hot into turn 3. That promotes Brad Binder now up into 8th position, which will be a pretty decent outcome for KTM at their home Grand Prix. The others, they're struggling. Miguel Oliveira back in 13th position. Remy Gardner, of course, crashed out earlier on. He's back up and running in 21st, and Raul Fernandez down in 18th position. But this is one of the moves of the season, the move of a champion.
Absolutely awesome by Fabio Quartararo. He set that up in the braking zone on the blind entry, the first gear run into turn 2A. On the flip-flop, the most aggressive change direction on the whole calendar. He got through on Jack Miller's inside. Absolutely awesome. Look at the smoke pouring off the rear tyre of Jorge Martin's Prima Proma Ducati. They know there. They were hoping, weren't they, Gigi Dall'Igna and the factory Ducati camp, that they'd be able to resist the charge of Fabio Quartararo. They couldn't. He was just simply too good, too fast. And Quartararo, in what now looks like a relatively safe second.
Yeah, 130.5 for him. He was actually still 2/10 quicker than Bagnaia, so Bagnaia can't relax just yet in the final 2 laps of this Grand Prix. One mistake and that could open the door for a rather unlikely victory for Fabio Quartararo. The lead is just over a second for Quartararo to try and close down, but the real aim for him now is to make sure he keeps Miller and Martin at bay. He's got just under half a second in his pocket. This is his title.